All right, everybody, you know the kids are back at school. Parents must secure their children's future, and I'm talking about now. Today's Mommy Daddy Handbook, author of the #1 bestseller, Good Parents Worry, Great Parents Plan. Laura Meier is here with a plan. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
I love the sound of that. Good Parents Worry, Great Parents Plan. I got to say I'm the good parents that worry, sort of. I didn't really plan for my kids' future. I did a little bit. But I didn't do, I think, everything you should have done. So let's talk about what you should do as a parent planning for your kid's future. There's a couple of things. There's 4 things, right?
Right.
Do you want to start off with #1? What's number one?
So the first thing we want to do when it comes to planning for our kids is we want to first address protection. So that is making sure that if anything should happen to us or our spouse, that we have named people who could step in an emergency to take care of our kids. And then also name a permanent guardian who could raise our kids. If we don't do that, the state steps in and you're at risk of temporary foster care, and then a judge who doesn't even know your family has to choose a guardian to raise the child.
Wow. So how do you set up something like that? What's the thing you need to do?
So that is done through a will.
Okay.
And so that is where parents can go and designate the people to permanently raise their kids. And we recommend don't just do a first choice, do a second and third on the off chance they can't do it or they don't want to do it.
Right.
So make sure you have the heir and the spare.
You have a fallback on that. Okay,
Right.
number 2 is legacy.
Yes.
What type of memories should you save? Is that right?
Right, and so that is one of the things we overlook a lot when it comes to our financial planning and estate planning, is we forget we're supposed to preserve who we are as a person. And that's making sure that our kids know who we were, the special memories that we had for them, what we want for them in the future, and the conversations we just haven't had yet. So taking time to either record it on audio or to write letters to your kids so that they won't have that huge void if something happened to you.
Nowadays, it's just pick up your phone and hit the video.
Or go on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. Here's all your memories right here.
Totally.
Yeah, so easy to do nowadays.
Yeah.
Accessibility.
Yeah.
This is where trust plays a part. So what's that all about?
So what you want to do is you want to make sure if you were, God forbid, became incapacitated or passed away, that your family could immediately access all of the assets to live. And so if you don't do that, the courts will get involved, and it's a very long, expensive court process. So in California, what you need to set up is what's called a trust, and it's simply a legal agreement that says this is who I am, this is who I love, this is how I want my money to pass to them when I pass away, and who's in charge of it, and then you don't have to go through court.
This is not something where you can just say, here's all my bank accounts, just to do whatever you want with it. You can't do it like that.
It addresses, though, where your bank accounts go, everything from your life insurance to bank accounts to your home.
Okay. And then finally, necessity. What can happen if you don't plan? That's very important. What can happen?
You know, honestly, the saddest calls I get is when someone has lost a loved one and then they're having to call an attorney the next day because nothing is in place.
Okay.
And so not only do you put your family through that difficult process, but it's super expensive. The government ends up getting a lot of the money, and you end up going through court processes, and then you risk your own children being put in temporary foster care in courtrooms.
Wow.
And that's something none of us want.
There's so much to think about. Let's say if the kid's a little bit older, is it too late to start planning all of this stuff?
No, as long as you are healthy and well, it is the time to plan. So if you didn't get around to it when your kids were first born, definitely do it now. It's never too late to go in and start getting that planning in place that you need.
And this is where we go to talk to someone like you, right?
That's right. Yes.
That's right. Laura Meier, thank you so much for coming in and showing. I mean, it's like I said, there's a lot of parents out there that are like me. You did some planning, we probably didn't do enough.
You're very normal.
This is, oh, thank you.
I have
thank
my
you.
own
That's
to-do
the first
list,
time I've
too.
ever been called normal. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the information. If you want more information on Laura or what we talked about this morning, please go to our website, fox5sandiego.com. You can always click on the ever important Scene On tab. Guys, we'll get it back to you.
Did she say Brad is normal?